Hey everybody, this is the Mage of Ancients back at it again with another deck profile. For this video, I'm going to be showing you guys my pre-link format DDD deck profile. Ever since the new format began, I didn't find that much time to rearrange all the cards in my DDD deck to prepare for this new format. Until then, I figured that would be a good idea to show you guys what I've been playing in my deck before the link format became official. Also, I only completed this deck profile, let's say, about a month ago. So I didn't have that much time to play with it. So as the months go by, hopefully I'll be able to play with this deck just a little bit more so that I will know the archetype better, so that by my next update I can use that knowledge to decide whether to incorporate links or not. There is no dark attribute link monster like Mrs. Radiant at the moment, but hopefully by then we will at least get an announcement on whether a dark link monster is coming or not. So I hope you guys enjoyed this pre-links DDD deck profile. Let's get right to it, shall we? I'm just going to go ahead and blaze through this deck profile, and if I have to explain a card, I'm just going to drop just one little detail about it. So here we go. I run triple copies of DDD Oblivion King Abyss Ragnarok. This is a good way to special summon monsters from your graveyard. It's also a level 8, which means you can go into some awesome rank 8s. Another level 8 monster I run in this deck is DDD Doom King Armageddon, just because it's a good beat stick. 2 copies of DD Savant Thomas. This is a good way to special summon your Ragnarok back from your graveyard. 1 Chaos King Apocalypse because it's a level 7 and you can tune it with the Lamia to synchro summon into any level 8 like Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon or Siegfried. Next, 2 copies of DD Savant Newton. It's a level 7 just like Chaos King Apocalypse, and also it's my monster reincarnation of the deck. And because of Savant Kepler's Pendulum effect, I prefer to run Newton as my scale 10 other than Kepler. Still, I run triple copies of Savant Kepler because it's the main searcher for my dark contracts. And like I said, the downsides to Kepler's Pendulum effect is the reason why I decided to run Savant Newton as well. Next, triple copies of DD Savant Copernicus. This is your Foolish Burial of the deck. It's a skill 1 too, so you're basically set for your pendulum summons. Next, I run double copies of DD Ghost. It's a level 2 tuner, and it's a good way to recycle your banished monsters. 3 copies of DD Swirl Slime, so you can fusion summon from your hand. Also, you can banish it from your graveyard, so you can special summon another DD monster from your hand. Excuse me. There we go. Then triple copies of DD's Necro Slime. Necro Slime is here so you can fusion summon from your graveyard by banishing Necro Slime and any other fusion material that you need from your graveyard. And finally, my main tuner is DD Lamia. Triple copies of that. These banished monsters like Swirl Slime and Necro Slime and Lamia, of course, can be recycled thanks to DD Ghost. So that's something to keep in mind. Now for my spells. I don't run that many spells in my deck, but I feel like this is just enough. So I run triple copies of Dark Contract with the Gate. This is your main searcher for your DD monsters. Double Dark Contract with the Swamp King for fusions. Triple copies of Allure Darkness for draw power. And then after that, 1 copy of Dark Eruption. It's basically your monster reincarnation but with no cost. Then 1 copy of Foolish Burial and 1 copy of 1 for 1. 1 for 1 is here so you can get out your Kepler or your Lamia right away depending on the situation. Finally, compared to the monsters and the spells, I run very few traps. But I just might bump Dark Contract with the Witch up to 3, just because Witch is a good trap card to take your opponents by surprise during the battle. Then after that, 1 copy of Pendulum Switch, and double copies of Pendulum Reborn to special summon from your extra deck or your graveyard. This is actually for your Pendulum monsters, as you can see. And now for my side deck. Of course, side deck choices are completely up to you. But in the meantime, I do run one copy of Dark Necrofear just because it's a good way to feed off of the Fiend-type monsters in your graveyard. After that, I run a couple of Kaijus. I run double Gameciel and double Dogoran. Then 1 copy of Emergency Provisions, 1 copy of Dark Mambel, double copies of Creeping Darkness so I can search out my Copernicus. But like I said, I just might bump Copernicus down to 1. Then after that, 1 copy of Magical Contract Door. 1 copy of Fires of Doomsday. Fires of Doomsday is mainly here because I was trying to find a way to generate link material for link summons. But that will be in the next deck profile update. And after that, I run my 3rd copy of Dark Contract with the Witch, and after that, double copies of Dark Contract with the Eternal Darkness. And now for my extra deck. Just in case you guys don't know, DDDs thrive off of summoning monsters from the extra deck. And unfortunately, DDDs will have a tougher time to operate as normally. But if you guys figure out a way to make DDDs thrive in this new format, then be sure to leave your suggestions and your tips in the comments below. So for my extra deck, I run double copies of DDD Flame King Genghis. This is another good way to special summon monsters from your graveyard. Double copies of DDD Oracle King Dark, so I can gain life points instead of lose, from cards like the Dark Contracts, for example. For piercing damage, I have double copies of DDD Dragonbane King Beowulf. It's also a level 8 and it's a good beat stick too. After that, one copy of DDD Gust King Alexander. This card can be synchro summoned off of DDD Flame King Genghis and your Lamia. Double copies of DDD Cursed King Siegfried, and one of the new DDD monsters from Battles of Legend, DDD Super Doom King Bright Armageddon. And next, just so in case I have a Copernicus and Lamia out on the field, I can synchro summon into Armades Keeper of Boundaries. And my other level 8 synchro monster I have in this deck is Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. And finally, for my Xyz monsters, I run very few Xyz monsters. I have one rank 8 DDD Super Doom King Dark Armageddon. After that, I have DDD Duo Dawn King Kali Yuga. And finally, one number 62 Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon Dragon. So that's my pre-link version of my DDD deck profile, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful, then be sure to leave a like and comment down below on what Yu-Gi-Oh videos I should do next. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more amazing Yu-Gi-Oh videos like this. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time.